welcome to another edition of Planet 76 5-minute recaps following the Sixers Game 6 season-ending loss to the New York Knicks by a final score of 118 to 115. Again, Planet 76 5-minute recaps following every single 76ers playoff game, brought to you by Planet 76, and obviously the last one of the short-lived postseason for the Sixers, as again they fall in 6 games to the Knicks. Game just ended, so this is going to be a wild one. Not even sure where to go, but we're going to get there. Wherever we're going, we're going to get there. So, upsetting, frustrating, certainly. You know, you do what you did in Game 5. Amazing comeback, Tyrese Maxey. And then you come home with an opportunity to force a Game 7, and it was there, obviously, the chance to get it done, but they couldn't get it done. Knicks jumped out to a 33-11 lead, which did not last long, as, believe it or not, the Sixers led at halftime. I think I saw a stat that said that that's the first time in like 25 years that a team's trailed by 20 in the first half, but led at halftime. So great job to crawl back in it. Monster first quarter by the Knicks, monster second quarter by the Sixers, and then the third and fourth were both decided by 3 points each. Went into the fourth with a tie game, and yeah, Jalen Brunson kind of dominated the fourth quarter. He's one of the most annoying players to ever play against. He's very good, but he's very annoying as well. Continued to make tough shots in the fourth quarter for Brunson. You got to tip your cap at some point, obviously, but he did get to the line a little bit. 12 of 16 from the free throw line. And then Josh Hart with the go-ahead bucket late, or one that decided the game, tie game with just 30 seconds or so left, and they're doubling Brunson, don't want him to win it, which I don't completely blame, especially because of the heater that he was on in the fourth quarter. And then Hart gets it to the top of the key, fakes to the right, wide open, and drilled it to give the Knicks a 3-point lead. That was after a Sixers kind of frantic run. It looked like they were going to do what they did on Tuesday night in comeback fashion. They were trailing by 8 with 3.5 minutes left, came all the way back to tie it after an impressive Maxey drive that was ruled a goaltend and one. After a long review, he got to the free throw line, knocked it in, tie game, 36 seconds, and then Josh Hart makes that shot, and Sixers couldn't overcome that. Buddy Hield sighting in the first half, which I thought was a great call by Nick Nurse. Buddy hadn't played in the last 2 games after struggling, not just in the postseason, but at the end of the regular season and his whole time with the Sixers, really. And yet he had 20 points tonight, 6 of 9 from 3 in 21 minutes played. Nick Batum had 16. It was an interesting game because, Embiid did what he did, had 39 and 13 on 12 of 25, 13 of 13 from the free throw line. Maxey, just 6 of 18 from the field. He was doubled a lot. Couldn't get a call to save his life. More on that in a minute. But in his 43 minutes, he had 17 points, 5 assists, 5 boards, couple steals. Kelly Oubre was big, especially late, to kind of help the Sixers get back in it. 17 points for him on 7 of 14. Kyle Lowry just really struggled over the last couple games. He sometimes makes an impact beyond the box score, but he didn't do that tonight either. 0 points and 0 for 2 from the field. And then Tobias Harris, a fitting end to his Sixers career with a 0-point performance, 0 of 2 from the field goal from the field. Again, Tobias Harris, in what is many are hoping will be his last game as a 76er, came out with 0. So kind of a hilarious way to end his career as a Sixer with just 0 points and 2 shot attempts. Tobias Harris, good riddance. We'll see you later. But I know many Sixers fans are feeling that, and for the most part, I've been a Tobias Harris supporter, but kind of, just a fitting end. And many people are going to eat that alive for the next few hours and days and weeks and months and years to come with what Tobias Harris did tonight. Just the fact that it was a 0 is crazy. But Um, yeah, Brunson made shots down the stretch. It was a great series, obviously. Again, we've said it, but game 1 could have gone either way. Game 2, Sixers had in the bag. Game 3, Joel Embiid scores 50, and Sixers, win by double digits. Game 4, Sixers forgot how to play basketball in the fourth quarter in a close game, and they lost. Game 5, obviously the frantic comeback in New York to force a Game 6, and then Game 6 could have gone either way, and it just went the Knicks' way tonight, unfortunately. They just made more shots down the stretch than the Sixers did, and won the game, and that's the story. That is the story. So, Knicks' 4 wins in this series were by 7 points, 3 points, 5 points, and 3 points again. Again, all those wins, Sixers were in, obviously, but, it's amazing that this was a 4-2 series and Sixers led for as much as they did, and yeah, just frustrating. Frustrating loss. All the Knicks are annoying except for Deuce McBride. A little biased there as a West Virginia fan, but Jalen Brunson's annoying. Hartenstein's annoying. Anunoby is all right. Josh Hart's annoying. DiVincenzo's annoying. He just doesn't stop talking even, and they're not fun to play against. They're good. For some reason, they're good as a team, but they're not fun to play against. Just 5 points for the Knicks bench tonight compared to the Sixers, who had Batum with 16, Campaign with 6, and Buddy Hield with 20. I don't even think we might have saw Campaign a little bit. Yeah, a little bit in the second half, but not much. He makes a big impact. He's pretty good. A lot of people didn't like that deal at the deadline, but he's pretty good, I must say. I will say this. I think the turning point in the game came in the third quarter, actually. Not the fourth quarter, but I think the turning point in the game came in the third quarter at the end. Just, under a minute to go, Tyrese Maxey drives on kind of a fast break, gets assaulted, and doesn't get a call. Knicks come back down the other way, give it to OG Anunoby in the corner for 3, and he drills it. And so they go into the fourth quarter at tie game, and that's a 5-point swing. Sixers are up 3. Maxey should have been at the line for 2, and at that point I was pretty frustrated and kind of checks out, right? Sixers lose by 3, and that's a huge swing. You have Jalen Brunson getting every call. If you're in his airspace, he gets a call, and Tyrese Maxey cannot buy a call to save his life. Play late, Kelly Oubre got smacked in the face, no call. Just all sorts of stuff. And again, the Sixers fought and did what they could, and gotta give some credit to the Knicks. They're good. They play well as a team, and they hustle and all of those things, but not like upset with the Sixers' performance necessarily tonight. Just didn't quite do enough to get over the hump, and Jalen Brunson dominated that fourth quarter. Again, he, at one point it was tied, and Brunson makes 2 threes, and the Sixers chip away again, and then Brunson makes a play, and then, they're down 8, and Sixers crawl back in it, go on a massive run, and then the Knicks just finish, and that's the story. But I don't even know. I think that's it for me tonight. I don't want to get into, I hate when people 30 minutes after a game ends get into off-season stuff and, who's going where. I know I mentioned it about Tobias Harris, but that's just for fun. But, I don't even want to get into that yet. Michael and I will talk about when we'll get into that on a full-length episode. But just kind of, unfortunately, going to have to sit in this one for a while. Sixers fall 118-115, unable to win on their home court and extend it to 7 games. They lose in 6, and their season is over. And that's the deal. So, anyway, this is Planet 76 5-minute recaps. Game 6, Sixers are eliminated from the playoffs.